Dear students, today we are going to discuss regarding the concept of leadership, which is one of the element of directing. As I said already, so in directing we have 4 elements, that is supervision, motivation, leadership and communication. So we have successfully completed what is supervision and all of its aspect, and even we have completed the portion of motivation, and today I am going to discuss regarding the concept of leadership. Okay. So we are all aware of the concept of a leader. So who is a leader? So leader is one who takes all his followers along with him. So ಅವರು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಅವರ ಫಾಲೋವರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. So if we hear success of any organization, so immediately we will come to remember, or we will think of the leaders of that organization, because we cannot think Microsoft without Bill Gates, Reliance without Ambani's, and Infosys without Narayana Murthy, right? And even Wipro without Azim Premji, as well as Tata without the JRD Tata. So why I am telling all this? It is because mainly the leadership of these personalities. Okay, so it might be JRD Tata or Azim Premji, Narayana Murthy, all these, athwa nama Abdul Kalam irbodu, these are the people, athwa Modi ji irbodu. So these are all they are all example for the good leader. Okay, so how they encourage others, how they motivate others, so that counts a lot. Any organization for that matter, the manager or the management, they should have the leadership skill. Okay, so they have to, leader in the sense not only just commanding or giving the instruction, they have to motivate, they have to influence, okay, the employees. Only then they will feel like working for the organization. Mainly the employees has to be taken into consideration. Okay, only then the employees, they feel like working for the organization, then only we can think of achieving the objectives of the organization. Okay, so the concept of today is leadership. Okay, then now let us see what is leadership or meaning of leadership. Okay, see, leadership is the process of influencing the behavior of people. So firstly what we have to do, we have to influence. Okay, so ಅವರಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಅವರು ಕೇಳುವಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So just not by giving the command, we have to take them into consideration. Okay, so ಅವರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಕೇಳುವಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಒಂದು ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್, he has to convince them. ಸೊ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು, ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರಿಲೇಷನ್, ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಲ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲುಯೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ by making them strive voluntarily towards achievement of organization goals. See, so here to achieve the organizational goals, the main intention is to achieve the goal of the organization. How? By making the people voluntarily strive for the organization. How? By influencing them. So totally here to achieve the objectives of the organization, okay, on the organization goal and achieve ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ the manager, he has to influence the employees and he has to make them work voluntarily for the achievement of goals of the organization. Hope you are getting with this. Okay, so it is the process of influencing the behavior of people and making them strive voluntarily. ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಅವರನ್ನೊಂದು ಕನ್ವಿನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಲಂಟ್ರಿಯಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡುವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದ ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್. ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಲೀಡರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಮೇಜರ್ ಆರ್ ಕೀ ರೋಲ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲೇ, because the manager, he'll be in the top position, or the top management, whoever they're in the top management, so they have a greater responsibility, because the employees who those who are working in the organization, as I said earlier, they'll be from the various backgrounds and the needs and preference, it change from person to person, but ultimately the goal of the organization has to be achieved at any cost. For this, the employees, the people in the organization has to be influenced, okay, in such a way that they have to work by themselves to achieve the objectives of the organization. Okay, hope you are clear with this. So any organization, so if the organization has a good leader or the manager has a good leadership quality, we can expect the good result from the side of the employees, because the leader, he not only just commands, he will take the employees into consideration. ಅಂದರೆ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ಏನು ನಾನು ಸುಪೀರಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಲ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಶಿಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ even the organization and even the employees, so that they will work together, and finally it helps to achieve the objectives of the organization. Hope you are clear with this. Okay, so that is the concept of leadership. So why this comes in the organization? Mainly in any organization is the manager, mainly I said directing, so to give the action, to give the direction. Okay, so actual action takes place with the direction, as I already said. So action ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡುವಾಗ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್. ಸೊ ವೈಲ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿ direction, he should act accordingly, because he has such a responsibility, as he is also leader of that team or leader of that organization. He has to keep all these aspects in mind. Okay, I hope you are clear with this. Next, let us move on to the next concept, that is features of leadership. Okay, very simple and easily you can understand what are the features of leadership anta helidre. Yes, first one, leadership indicates ability of an individual to influence others. Okay, leadership ಅದರ ಒಂದು ಫೀಚರ್ ಏನಂದರೆ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಟು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲುಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆನ್ ಈಸಿ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್, I'll take the example of the organization. So whenever any changes has to be implemented in the organization, the consent has to be taken from the side of the employees. If the leader is not good, or if the leader is just, he commands the things, and if he doesn't have the good relationship with the employees, what happens? They will resist to make the changes. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದರೂ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಸೈಡಿಂದ ತುಂಬ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಗ್ರಿ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್, ದ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲುಯೆನ್ಸ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಏನು ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಮನವೊಲಿಸುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ದೆನ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ act according to the words of the leaders. So leadership indicates it is an ability. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಲೀಡರ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, so it is an ability of an individual to influence others. Okay, so as I said, like ನಾರಾಯಣಮೂರ್ತಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಫೋಸಿಸಿನ ನಾರಾಯಣಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರು, ಅಥವಾ ವಿಪ್ರೋನ ಅಜಿಮ್ ಪ್ರೇಮ್ಜಿ, JRD ಟಾಟಾ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಆ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದೇ ಟ್ರೀಟೆಡ್ ದ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆಲ್. they influence the employees, because of that the employees have hard worked, ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ the main first feature is, so it is an ability of an individual to influence. Okay, next is, it is a continuous process. ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದೇನು, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್. ಸೊ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲುಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ, ಅಥವಾ ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್, ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ they should have this, they have to do the work of this leadership, or they have to act as a leader. So the process of leadership, it is a continuous process. Okay, so ಇವತ್ತು ಒಬ್ಬರು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಆ ವರ್ಕನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಫ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ರಿಟೈರ್ಸ್ and if the next person took that position, even he has to continue that leadership, because motivation is very much important. Any organization, the employees has to be motivated, only then they will work in the organization. Okay, so here the leadership, it is a continuous process. Okay, next, leadership tries to bring change in the behavior of others. Yes, so here the good leader what he does, he will influence the person and he will in some cases he will try to change the behavior of others. Okay, so we can by taking the example, ಈಗ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವರು ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೆಟ್ಟವರು ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಕೆಟ್ಟವರು ಬೇಗ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವರನ್ನು ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಅವರೇನಾದರೂ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ನಾವು ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋಣ, ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಡ, ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿಯೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲುಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ, ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲುಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಯಾರಿಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, so here always the leader, he tries to bring the change in the behavior of the others. For example, in case of organization, so ellaru employees organization ge favor agi work ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, but some they will act against the interest of the organization. In such cases the leader, he will influence or he will change the behavior. He can, andre leader has that, if he has the ability of leader, if ability of good leadership, or if he has a good leadership quality, surely he can change the behavior of the employee. Okay, yes. The next is leadership indicates interpersonal relationship between the leaders and followers. Okay, so here it indicates the interpersonal relationship. So leader ಅನ್ನುವಂಥವರು ಅವರೊಂದು ಸುಪೀರಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಿಹೇವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅವರೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಶಿಪ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಲೀಡರನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಫಾಲೋವರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಫಾಲೋವರ್ಸ್, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಲ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಶಿಪ್. Obviously they have a good interpersonal relationship. The leader here, he doesn't act like a dominating, not just commanding the things. He will have a good interpersonal, andre other than the organizational works, he will also have a good relationship with the employees. Our on the family ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಲೀಡರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, he will not only just concentrate on getting the things done, will also have a good interpersonal relationship with the employee. Yes. And finally, leadership is exercised to achieve common goals of the organization. Okay, what is this? It's mainly why we require this concept of leadership. It is mainly to exercise or to achieve the objectives of the organization. Okay, because the employees in the organization, they have their own objectives, their own interest, but all the interest of the employees has to be, yes, it has to be made together to achieve the objectives of the organization. Hence here the leader has a greater responsibility. He has to make them to work for the organization. So here the leader has such a great responsibility to influence the behavior of the employees. Hope you are clear with this. So this is regarding the features of leadership. Okay, hope you are clear with this. Yes, leadership indicates the ability. Mainly leadership means it is ability to influence others. So everyone, they cannot become a leader. Okay, so they should have the ability to influence others. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳುವುದನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಕೇಳುವಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್. It helps to bring change in the behavior of the persons. And here the leader as well as the follower, they have an interpersonal relationship. Finally, the leadership is exercised to achieve the common goals of the organization. Hope you are clear with this. Okay. The next concept is importance of similarity. Okay, somewhat similar, you can write it in your own words too. Yes, importance of leadership. Now let us see, ಅಥವಾ what are the benefits of this importance ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್, ಈ ಒಂದು ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇಂದ ಏನು ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಗೆ, ಈ ರೀತಿಯ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಎಸ್, ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ influences behavior. As I said earlier, here also feature leader in the sense he has to influence, okay, others. So here what is the importance anta kelidre, leadership influences behavior of the employee. And here illi nodi nan bartidane positive contribution. So as I said earlier, in an organization employees will be having their own needs, ಅವರವ್ರದ್ದು ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಬೇರೆ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಲೀಡರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ದೇ ಅಥವಾ ಅವರ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅರ್ಥಕೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲುಯೆನ್ಸ್ ದ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ದೇರ್ negative attitude into positive, and he will make the employee positively contribute towards the objectives of the organization. So on the organization goal reach aglike, here the manager, the leader, what he will do, he will influence the behavior of the employees, okay, and he will make them to contribute positively towards the achievement of organization's objectives. Okay, yes. Next is leader. A leader maintains a personal relationship. Okay, so leader, as I said here interpersonal. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ interpersonal ಅಂದರೆ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಹಿ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಅವರ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಫ್ರೀ ಇದ್ದ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅವರೊಂದು ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫೀಲ್ ಎಸ್ ದ ಲೀಡರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್, ಈವನ್ ಹಿ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಅಸ್, ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ. ಸೊ fulfill the needs, it helps to fulfill the needs of the employees. Okay, so here he will maintain, as the leader maintains the personal relationship, or as he maintains the good relationship. So in leadership there will be a good relationship between leaders and followers, so it helps to fulfill the needs of the employees. Okay, personal needs erbo. Next, leadership, it acts as a key role in introducing required changes in the organization. Key role in introducing required changes in the organization. As I said earlier, if we just ask the employees to change according to the situation, obviously there will be resistance from the side of the employees. Okay, so they will initially they will not agree for the changes to be implemented. But here, if a leader has a good skill of influencing the employees, he can surely act as a key role. Okay, he can influence the behavior of the employees and he can make the necessary changes to be implemented in the organization. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅವರ ಮಾತಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಬೆಲೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, they will obey their leader. Okay, so here the leader or manager, he should have such a skill, good leadership skill, so he should act accordingly and he should influence and take them into confidence. Yes. Next, handles conflict effectively. Yes, so here what happens, one of the benefit of this leadership is here the leader, if he has a good skill of leadership, so here surely he can handle the conflicts, because when in case of big organization the employees will be more in number. Okay, so always there is a chances of conflicts between the interdepartments irbodu athwa intra departments, within their departments also there may be a conflicts or with the other departments. But here at that time, here the leader, he should take the decision accordingly, and if he has that skill, surely he will take the necessary step and he will handle the conflict effectively. Only good leader can do this. And finally, leader provides training to his or her subordinates. A leader not only just gives the command, not only just tells to do the work, along with that he will train the subordinates as well. Okay, because he has to work with the employees, and if the employees has any doubts in their working, they will ask their leader. And here not only his work is to influence the employees, also here he will provide a good training for the employees. So these are all the benefits of leadership. Okay, so mainly here he will influence the behavior of the employees and make them to positively contribute towards the achievement of organizational goals. Next, he maintains a good relationship, personal relationship. Not only the organizational issues, the personal issues of the organization even has to give an importance. Yakandre avara personal problem enagutte, working condition ge effect agbaru. Okay, so even that has to be taken care. When the leader has a good personal relationship, the social needs, as I said, the social needs ಅಥವಾ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ that can be easily fulfilled by the employees. Next, if you want to introduce any change, the key role is the leader. Okay, he can, with the good ability, he can convince the employees. And next, if there is any conflict among the employees in the organization, even that has to be sought out effectively with a good leadership skill. Finally, not only just giving the instructions, he will also train the employees. Hope you are clear with this. So in today's session, I started with the concept of leadership. So what is leadership? It is the process of first one, influencing. Mainly leader in the sense he has to influence. Okay, so it is the process of influencing the behavior of the people. Why we are influencing is by how we are influencing, by making them strive voluntarily towards achievement of organizational goals. So to achieve the organizational goals, okay, what is required? The voluntary contribution from the employees, and that voluntary contribution can be achieved only by influencing the behavior of the employees. Hope you are clear with this, and I have taken up what are the features of the leadership, and next what are the importance. In the next classes, let us study what are the good qualities a leadership possesses. Hope you are clear with this. Thank you.